Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I want to share with you a tutorial of the assembling of this exploding box for Christmas. It's a Christmas exploding box and I have a beautiful SVG file that I used for this project. So if you're interested in that as well, I will put the link if you need it, so let me know about that. So this is the box, how it looks like when it's all done, and we're going to make a similar one together, as I said, assembling it together, because I used the SVG's file for this one. But of course, if you are pretty handy with creating patterns, I'm sure it's not that difficult to create a resembling project like this for yourself. On the top I used a beautiful Panda Hall die that I got in collaboration with their brand. So I got this from the shop, and I will also put in a picture of all the dies that I got in one die set, also together with the code for that. So yeah, let me open her up, and then she pops open like this. And if you see the sides, you can see the beautiful layered stars there, snowflakes, and in the middle I have a beautiful assembling of Christmas trees there. I don't know if it does, you can see it like so, beautiful Christmas trees. And I will be assembling a kit or a box like this together with you. So let's start and create that. So for the base of the box, which is this side, what you can see here, I did go ahead and of course die cut it or cut it with my machine, and we will be assembling it like so. So because this is going to be the outside, I will just follow all the score lines there with my bow folder and try to create as crisp as possible line to the box, so I can, oh oops, I did miss, let me see here, like so, yeah. So to try to create a crisp as possible line there to create a beautiful box. That's for this side, and then you start to see all the parts that will be folded in like so. Then there is a creased part here in the middle. You can do this by folding it on the inside, and then for your bow folder I'll do the same on this side as well, and that's for that. And this side of course as well. And I just love this. This is a Teflon bone folder, and yeah, it's just perfect. You can feel the difference between other types of bone folders there. If you use a lot of card making, or if you create a lot of stuff like this, it's best to invest in a great bone folder. And I found this one as Craftelier, which is a shop here in Europe, in Spain. So that's for the outside of the box. So if it's going to be like this, and then on the inner side there's going to be a scenery. That's for that. And this is assembled, and now we're going to assemble the sort of the inside, the greenery, as I call it, of this exploding box. So I did go ahead and also cut this greenery from my file, and as you see, it has a sort of a cross pattern, so it's easy for you to, like if you're going to make it from scratch, to make like a square first and then divide it in all the 5 pieces that you need. So it's going to be like if you have like a piece like 30 of 30, you can divide it in 3 pieces of 10. It's then 10 centimeters I'm talking about. So 30 centimeters, then you divide it in pieces like 10, and then again this is a 20, and then you go there to the 10, and you do that in the same square way. So you have all templates looking like this, the middle. Then you cut this one out, and then you get, of course, a beautiful template, leaving a bit here for you to fold over. But I'm sure there will be there are lots of beautiful tutorials out there how to create a sort of greenery or inside insert for your beautiful box. So I encourage you to check them all out. I did go ahead and score them all already, and I did add to the edges I did add my scoring tape. So I'm going to be adding the last acetate window here together with you. So take all the pieces off and then add it to the center, and it's a perfect match to the inside, leaving lots of space for the creases that you have here, because you're going to, of course, you want to be able to fold it up perfectly. So that's for that. All of the sides are now having a beautiful piece of acetate. Now we can start assembling the box like so, and then adding it the inside, adding some snow or balls or glitter or whatever elements you would love to add to the inside of your greenery. So that's for that. And then I'll try to match it up as good as possible. So like this, and the same goes to the other side. Trying to squish it out a bit more so I can get that sturdy and crisp look for the edges. Sometimes I'll just even push down from here to there so I can get a good line. And then I'll put this one as well. That's for that. And now you can see that the box is ready to get assembled onto the, I will try to remove this because let's see here on the top, just a little bit different. So that's better. So now you have, as I said, your greenery you can turn this one upside down and then start adding your snow and all the things that you would like inside. Let me just go ahead and do that and I'll get back. So this is my greenery, which I turned up upside down. I also removed the strips from the tape there, and of course if you want to have it more secure that there will be no glitter around there, just skip that step before after adding your glitter. So this will be like more than enough, like so. And I did create a mix using like snowflakes here, some glitter, different styles of glitter inside, probably like 3 or 4 different styles of glitter, and yeah, as the last one, the snow. So that's for that. Then I'm going to add to the base of the greenery, which is going to be added onto this part, the edge here. I'll just tap that one down and put this aside for a bit, just to get able to be create. So this is going to be the base. It's going to be glued down like this on top. So that's why we are going to be starting creating this one first. And for that, I'm going to share with you how I assemble the trees. You can take out different dies that you have if you don't have a SVG file or a cutting machine, you can take out different dies that you have from Christmas trees. Just remember, if you want to create a tree like this one, you can see it has like 3 branches. You can die cut your Christmas tree figure 3 times, as well as the top parts themselves. And then of course, if you want to have more branches, then you will be die cutting more, probably up to 5 branches will look great, but I kept on this SVG file, so I kept on the 3. So for this to assemble is just start off scoring this part. It does have a scoring line for itself, but I love to do it again because it has a thick layer. The cardstock assembling looking like this, putting my point there in the middle, and then you can see there a good scoring line. Try to punch and sometimes even score a little bit more with my nails in the middle, and then I will be adding this score line into a perfect middle. So there you have it. And as I start off assembling the exploding box, I will start by die cutting all the pieces first, then gluing all the tops on top of them, and leave them all to dry for a while so this doesn't move around while I'm scoring it and folding it in the middle. So now this is all folded up. It's ready to get assembled. And to score it, I use the flat part of this bone folder, scoring it this one, turning it around and scoring it this way. So now I have a perfect score line. I use my all-purpose glue for this one, but then again you can use any type of glue that you have, your favorite glue, especially if it's good to hold on a thick cardstock, so that's important. So that's for that. And then I have like a flat base here. We'll be gluing that as well. Not too much glue, because you will be squeezing it all together and it will spread itself while you all are holding it and gluing it down. That's for that. And then we'll go to this part, gluing it down as well, and just keep on turning it around till all the parts are firmly glued down to each other. And meanwhile, if you have like pieces that you see that are not equal, you can still move it around while the glue is still a little bit wet. You can move it around so all the pieces will be equally divided and glued down together. So this is my tree as it looks like, and underneath there's on my cutting file there's kind of a piece sticking out. I will be peeling that down like so, and this will give me just a little bit more of a sturdiness when it's up there or down there, glued down there. So now we're starting to glue down the base of this exploding box. For this I am using my sort of Fabri-Tac or liquid silicone based glue, because this one just is a little bit more sturdier for the cardstock, and of course you can use your glue gun as well, but this is just a little bit more easier to use. I call this my liquid glue gun. So I will be just as you see adding the Christmas trees around the corners, but leaving some space there because we're going to be gluing it on top of this. So there are some different sizes of Christmas trees here. That's my advice to you, to use them as well, because that gives it just a little bit more of a dimensional look, and just a little bit more of a playful, whimsical look. And that's for that. Adding this one here, maybe here on top, on the front. This one will be going there. So adding this one here in this corner, trying to take a look at my edges there, and this one will be like here in the middle. So you have a perfect combination of height of the beautiful trees, and it also gives it just a beautiful look. I just love that. So of course this will take some time to glue and down and stay put, so I'm going to put this aside and start assembling the box itself and the lid. So now we're back. We're going to assemble the box while we're waiting for the Christmas trees to glue down. You can use different glues that you have for this paper. I'm again using my liquid all-purpose glue, which I will be using quite a while here, quite often. And of course, if you don't like the white edges, you can go ahead and marker it or color it in, or use a double-sided paper. That's probably the fastest way to use that, to do that. So, and I'm hoping you are enjoying tagging along here and creating your items for the Christmas, for your loved ones, maybe for swaps, and you want to grab some ideas. Thank you so much for following along and taking your time to sit there and enjoy me creating. So that's for this one. Try to keep the same distance on all of the pieces, all of the edges. And this is the last one that I will be adding to the inside of the panel, like this. And then when all is glued down well, you can start assembling the inner side. I used going to be using these two die cuts, which are also from the Pandahal selected. These two, and a picture of all the dies will be in right now. So that's for the picture, and the sizes are all marked down there, so you can see the sizes. For this one, I want to be able to use my glitter glue, because I did notice that with the all-purpose glue, the gold element of the beautiful paper there does wear out. So I'm going to be using my glitter glue for that. Also with a beautiful small notch there, so I can get into the small cracks and pieces there. Just dotting down some pieces that I want to be stuck down. So like this. So as I said, I did go ahead and glue it down. I did use my glitter glue bottle here. Of course, this is not the official bottle, but I love to use this one because it has a tiny nozzle that can help you to make some more precision glue dots and glue down intricate dies like this one. That's what I did here. So that's for that. And we'll be gluing this one down here on the other side. And it does glue down pretty quick, so it's best if you just take your time and look at the positioning of your die cut. That's for that. That's for the first layer. And I'm also going to be adding this one, which has one of my favorite, which beautiful embossed piece. You can go ahead and take out these pieces as well, these ones, but I left them inside for this particular box. gluing this one like so. And I just love already how it looks with the gold elements. Of course, you can do this in any style that you like and in any color variation that you like. Gluing down this one as well. So, want to be able to like mirror it. So I'll be gluing it down the same way. The 2 points here as well as I did here. And then in the middle of the square, I'll be adding this one. Then for just a little pop of glitter, of course the gold is already beautiful, but I just love to add some more layering. I will be adding this peach, which is also part of the SVG file. I did go ahead and heat emboss this with my beautiful Wow glitter embossing powder. If you're interested, I can put a link as well down below, which is this one. I'll go ahead and add just some strips of glue there around the edges, and we'll assemble it like so. And just pushing it down firmly so that all the glue catches the dies. And you can add on a pop of flat back pearls, as I did here. Oh, let me see if it will focus. Yeah, as I did here in the middle, and also here in this middle. I added that one too, but that's totally up to you. So let me go ahead and do the same on the other side, like so. And if you enjoy watching these kind of tutorials, please yeah, just give me a thumbs up. And also if you love the creations or watching me create like this, just let me know in the comment section so I can create more tutorials or assembling, I must say, videos like this on my channel for you. So that's for that. So this one is glued down like this, and this one is glued down like this. And I will be gluing down this one as well, which is going to be on the top of the box. I'm only going to be gluing that down in the middle. And of course you can pop it up just a little bit more and add on more layers if you want to create some more dimensional look. But yeah, this one is going to be like this with the bow, and yeah, it's just perfect. I don't have to add a lot more. So we're going to be putting this aside and assemble the box. So now we're ready to assemble the box, which is, this is the lid. It looks like this, and of course it is able for you to create your own template. And yeah, hopefully you will find a good tutorial on how to create your own template. This is a SVG file, so I'm pretty lucky that I could find those. Just take off the pieces there. Like this. And as my scoring tape is not as wide as the piece itself, I tape it just around this edge, because this edge is going to be glued down exactly on top of each other. So that's where you need the most glue anyway. So that's for that, and that's for this one, and the last edge, creating my lid. And then for the top assembling, used a dot of glue in the middle, centering this piece here like so, and then we can start assembling the beautiful bow on top. And this is going to be glued down entirely, so it's the best to keep it well glued down, especially if you have layers like this with glitter. You can also use the glitter glue for that. I'll just firmly press it down. And of course, if you want some more dimension, just pop up a dimensional foam tape underneath. And then to create like a sort of beautiful bow, I will use a pencil, this is called a brush, and I will be sort of scoring it, but then, well, scoring it like so, I can create my rounded edges, and then take off these pieces, assembling it on top of each other, this one as well, on the side, so you have your perfect bow formed here. And just to keep it just a little bit more sturdy, you will add on the last piece, because you can see it still has that curved edge, and that will make it pop up easy. So you don't want to have that, you want to have it all sturdy and well glued down. So that's why I've added this middle piece there, which has a piece of course, the scoring tape. Add this one here, and then I can pop this one down. Because it has a little bit more of a tension, I will lose my liquid silicone glue or liquid hot glue here for that. And I'll just push it down for a moment there, holding it down just for a few seconds so it can get the grip and also get glued down well. So that's for that. And you can add in a pop of bling here in the middle, as I did with this one. It's all up to you. And so I'll put this aside for a moment, then we can start assembling the box, putting this one here. So now we're going to assemble the box, which has the edge there for me to glue it down. Again with my liquid glue here, the block glue, which is a sort of Fabri-Tac based. It's the same as the Fabri-Tac. Want to glue that down sturdy, so I will be using just a little bit more glue than I normally do. Just a little bit more, I mean, and level it all down. So I'm sure that I have quite enough glue all over the edges. Of course, you don't want that beautiful glitter and stuff to escape from your box. So that's why you have to wait before adding this part on, because you have to maneuver it a little bit down, and then just if it's already slide in, you can just tap this one down and it will get glued, and then you can turn it around and you have your beautiful edge there. And because I also used a little bit more of the glue of the tape inside the box itself, it will glue down the edges that are inside there of this box, the edges that are inside. Let me see if it will focus. Oh yeah, it's pretty hard to focus because it has that acetate on top. So the edges, I mean the edges that are here on the inside of the box, they have tape on top of them. So when I turn my top down or my box down, it will all get glued to that edge, so you don't see that. So that's for that. And the only thing now is to adhere your beautiful scenery in the middle of your box, and then all is done. Of course, you can write a beautiful message here in the center of these folding pieces, and then you can package it all up, send it off, or give it to the person. You can totally just shake it all around, and then you see, as I close it up, it will look like so, and it's all done. And then you open her up, pops open like this, and it looks like this. So thank you so much for joining me and following along and taking the time to see me create and assemble this box. As I said, this is an SVG file, but I'm sure there will be a lot of tutorials out there on how to create your own template if you don't have a cutting machine. So I encourage you to check them all out. If I find one or two, I will link them down as well to this video. And I cannot wait to see your creations. So have fun creating, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.